Okay guys, we're updating Norman. As you can see, overnight he discarded his leg, so he's going to be a 7-legger. Seems to be okay, because he definitely moved from this spot to that spot, so that's a good thing. We'll see how he goes over the course of the next couple days. He should be stretching out later today and starting to get that fluid circulated throughout his body. So yeah, we'll just keep updating him, and we'll do another clip here in another day or two, and we'll just keep adding to it. Okay guys, so you saw the leg that was discarded by the Grammostola pulchra male, Norman. He seems to be doing okay. And then I went and looked at Obi, the Brachypelma hamorii that I said was getting close to molting, and here he is. So we have two really big molts in 2 days. Also found the Brachypelma baumgarteni had molted, which I'm pretty sure we have a girl there, still small. But I do believe I see what should be spermaticae. They're a little bit too close together to be male accessory organs, so we'll have to wait and see if we can get a ventral shot of that one. Yeah, so things are starting to molt here towards the back half of summer. So we'll see what else is going on, what else I can add to this little video here. There'll be a link in the description for a tarantula rescue. It's done in the UK from Francis Lee. He wants to expand and go a little bit farther into, around the world, and have these tarantula rescue places where, people want to get rid of them, or if they move and they can't take them to where they're moving, that there's some place that they could take them other than like a pet store. So I'll link his little page down in the description so you guys can check it out. And we'll see if we can't maybe work with him and get some of these places set up here in the United States. That would be kind of nice. We can get 10 or 12 or 15 of these, or even one in every state would be nice. So I'll talk to him a little bit and see what his thoughts are about trying to implement this farther into the United States or around the world, and what really needs to be done to get it more rolling. Because most of us that are collectors wouldn't mind taking in, tarantulas for people that can't keep them anymore, or maybe the person that was keeping them had died and the family doesn't want them, things like that. So we'll see what thoughts he has, and then we'll go from there. So we'll update this guy here later. Actually, this afternoon we're going to be leaving for a few hours. Hopefully by the time I'm back, he's all molted out and in good shape. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. And yeah, I don't really need to say goodbye, right? Because I'm going to be saying hello here in a few minutes. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, everybody. I don't think Norman's going to make it through this. His back legs don't work at all. He barely can drag himself. He can't lift his abdomen off of the ground. So I brought a water dish to him, got him into it, and hopefully this is just a hydration issue, but I don't think that he's actually drinking water. I think he's just sitting there. Not that I expect him to be completely mobile, but Obi molted today is running all over the place. So the prognosis for this is probably not good. So we'll have to see over the course of the next couple days how this all works out. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but we will see. We'll update Obi in a second. Okay, so Obi's hiding back in his log. He's been all over the place since I came home. He was in the water dish drinking. So from him molting to there to coming here to the water, finishing molting, I would imagine was less than a few hours. We weren't gone, but I think 3, maybe 3.5 hours, maybe 4. So he was almost completely out of the molt when we left. So by the time we got home, he was sitting in the water dish. So that's that's a long walk, but he walked from there all the way to the water dish. And then he was running around all over the side here, and then he retreated back to his little cork bark. And that's kind of why I have the not so great feelings about Norman, because Norman can't barely move at all. It just seems like his whole back end is, his back legs are kind of like folded in. I think there was more that went on with his molt than we might have seen. So I don't know that, I mean, the surgery that I performed getting the old exuvia off of him sure gave him a shot, but I think there was some other issues that went on. So again, we're just going to have to monitor him over the course of the next few days and see how he does. But in the meantime, I have 50 LPs and a couple other things to pack up, and a Euapolatrus campistratus that's got to get packed up tonight, put into a box, brought to work with me tomorrow. I'll have to put the little ice packs in the cooler and put in the ice box there at work, and then before I leave work, throw them into the box to keep those little buggers cool on their trip. The E-Camp is going to California, and the LPs are going to down towards Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So that's really it. If there's any more to update, if Obi comes out before I decide to upload this video, we'll get some footage of him out. And if anything happens to Norman, of course, we will update that. But my feeling is not good. It'll be a shame. I've had him for almost 3 years, probably 2 3/4 years, so about 30 months or so. Got him as an 1.5 inch specimen that was already suspected male when I got him. But I hope everything works out for him. He's been kind of that, you know, you get those special tarantulas, of course, getting that Grammostola pulchra that you were looking for forever, and getting it for the price that I did at already 1.5 inches, even though it was a suspected male, was pretty cool. Now, you know, who knows what's going to happen, but it just doesn't look good. So we'll see everybody later. Thanks for watching. Happy keeping, and see you in the next one. Okay, everybody, he seems to be a little bit better. He was drinking, so let's hope that that'll do it. I'm just hoping that he lost enough fluid that the back end of him just wasn't working very well. And now that he's had some liquid, that he might be better. I'm going to bring Obi out because Obi's drinking again too. So we'll end with him, and then we'll update this guy at a future in a future video. Okay, so there's Obi. If we can focus. There you go. He's drinking again, so he must have been really, really thirsty. It's the second time I've filled up that water dish, so I'll probably fill it up one more time before I go to sleep tonight. He seems to be doing great. He's been very active since he molted. Looks real nice and fresh. You can see his carapace pattern is still pretty much kind of a triangle-ish. So we'll do, again, future updates with this one as well as Norman. And both are definitely males. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think that's really it. We don't, the next one, the molt, will probably be my Grammostola pulchra and the Acanthoscria geniculata. Those would probably be the two next that I would imagine that would be molting. Unless somebody surprises me somewhere. I mean, it's very well possible that some of the little ones could pop a molt on me and I wouldn't even know. So I hope you guys enjoyed all this. And don't forget to check out the link in the description for Francis Lee's tarantula rescue program. It's just going to take you to his a Facebook page that deals with that. So please at least just check it out, see what it's about, you know, especially people that are in the UK that might know of any of these issues, or, you know, something that might need rescued or taken care of for a little while. And then let's see if we can figure out some way to do this here in the States. So we'll see everybody later, and again, thanks for watching and happy keeping.